All right, after over 6 months, I went to the bins. I filled up a IKEA bag. That was my goal. I wanted to go and put some earbuds in and zone out and just fill up a bag and leave. And I did just that. This bag cost me just over $50. The prices have gone up since the last time I was at this location. At the end of the video, I will talk about bins locations in Southern California because I get asked that question all the time for people who are maybe visiting the area or just point blank curious. So I will share some information at the end if I can remember, just to what was this location, what are the locations that you might want to go to if you're visiting, and what are some of the differences. But all right, so let's just jump right in because there's not much. I will include also maybe in a little bit some footage of this day. I was sending my friend who has never been, and I was sending him some footage, and I try not to film in the bins because I have gotten in trouble doing that before, but I just wanted to give like a quick little, so at some point in this, I will show a little footage in case you're curious about what it's like. It was Labor Day, Monday afternoon, and it wasn't the busiest I've seen it, but it was decent. And that's, yeah. All right, so first up is a little tank, crop tank, and it's Lululemon. Lululemon, I feel like, is one of those easy things if you don't want to get into the chaos of the new bins. Lululemon is one of those that I feel like if you just dig long enough in enough bins, those are those hidden gems that you can find because they, you know, especially like if this is all mangled, it doesn't look that exciting to someone, especially if it's black or anyways. So always nice to get some lightweight Lululemon. And I don't know the size of this, but I'm sure there's a size dot somewhere and I will figure it out. But if I had to guess, it's probably like a 4 or a 6. Oh, 4. Yeah. So anyways, if I had to guess, that's probably a $20, $25 item. All right, here is got a couple anthropology stuff. There's some bread and butter, and there's some pops of stuff, but this is the brand Hey Hey from Anthropology. I know this is not the right season or style, but I like the style. It's got a little bit of, what are those pants called? Not quite palazzo pants, but just that kind of hippie vibe. With the cinched in ankles and just a fun print. Like, I feel like these would be absolutely adorable on vacation, super lightweight, and also lightweight at the bins, which is also nice because it didn't cost much. So if I had to guess, those are probably in the 20-25 range as well. Barefoot Dreams, another one I like picking up the bins because it just doesn't look all that exciting. It looks almost like a blanket. But this is why I don't wear gloves. I know some people do, and that's cool if you want to. I never have. And one of the reasons is because when I come across something that feels so divine, not every good piece is going to feel great, but it will stop me in my tracks. If something feels really great, I'm going to be more inclined to go look at the label. And Barefoot Dreams is one of those. So this is a great size large, extra large. This is just a robe. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really tempted to keep this, but I have a Barefoot Dreams. I don't use it all that much. So I'm gonna sell it because this is a nice neutral, it's a great size, and it is buttery soft. Some Barefoot Dreams, if it's washed a lot, it loses some of that softness, or some styles are less soft. That one is super soft, so I'm excited. All right, this one was shocking to me. But I'm smart enough to know that if there are collabs, even if it's with something like Target, sometimes it's worth looking up because it may have been a quick seller. The demand still might be there. Even if the retail price is $35, it might sell for more than that. So not all the time, but I tend to look it up if it's not something I'm familiar with. And this one I was not familiar with. So I saw the little Target logo, and Noel is what it says. Now I've learned, because of this little tag, because it's new with tags, deeply influenced by her Grenadian, is that how you say it? Heritage designer Felicia Faye Noel. So in the logo, there's like a little Faye in the O. So Felicia Faye Noel infuses her designs with the underlying philosophy to make life beautiful. This limited time spring designer collection for Target is punctuated by easy yet special silhouettes, bold prints, and fiery pops of color. So I saw the pop of color, obviously, the leaf print, and it is a store pull. So this is 9/1/2023. So I think they put the dates on ours for when they actually put it in the store, not for when they pull it. So anyways, it's a recent store pull. But this was size extra large, originally $35. And it has the belt, I think, I hope. Yeah, it has the belt attached, and it's just a really adorable robe. I thought, well, it's a good size. Hey, if I could get 20, 25 bucks for it, I think it'd be worth picking up. Sure enough, I looked up comps, and 3 of these have sold for like $60, $65 recently. Now, I did just do quick comps at the bins. And I don't recall if there's any identical to this listed. There are other things from her collection listed, but this exact item, 3 solds and $60, $65. So I'm really thrilled about that. Hey, if I could get 50, I'd be thrilled. But I'll look up comps again just to double check. But yeah. All right. This is a brand that I've picked up a couple times. I pass on this brand most of the time I see it because it hasn't sold well for me. But this item is an unusual item, and typically I will just pass on their skinny jeans. But this is kind of a jumpsuit, denim jumpsuit, and I don't even know how to say it, to be honest. I've never looked it up or heard anyone talk about it. I'm not saying other resellers haven't picked it up or talked about it. I just don't watch a lot of reseller content. But 3x1, 3x1 something, NYC. They do sell this at department stores. It does retail high, which is why I've tried to pick it up in the past thinking, oh, it's, good quality. I've never been able to really move it easily, and I think I picked it up 2 or 3 times before. But this, I thought, how absolutely adorable is this? This actually reminds me of Grease, right? Doesn't she have like a cute little outfit? It's kind of a little off the shoulder, Sandy. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. But anyways, absolutely adorable. I did not look up comps for this. Nice thing about the bins, sometimes it's like, well, I think this is good enough that it will probably have some decent comps. So I'm excited to look that up because hopefully it'll be in that 50-ish range just because that's not their typical skinny jean. So, all right, what else do we have here? Okay, some more Anthropology. This is the Cartonnier, size medium. And I thought these were pretty cute, elastic waist, so super comfortable, cropped or ankle length and, a little bit tapered. So comfort, I feel like something like this is super easy to wear multi-season, and it just needs a good steam and it'll get photos. All right, I was really excited about this pair of Mother jeans because Mother can do really well. These appear to be in really great condition. So here's Mother. And I've sold this style before. So it's got a little, I think they call it the step fray. It's written on the inside, so I'll look. But I think it's called the step fray. But basically, it's a little uneven at the ankle. This is kind of a really nice wash. You can see the Mother or the M on the back pockets. So this is the Insider Crop Step Fray, and it's limited edition. I think it's a limited edition color, but it's size 26. The color is, the wash is limited edition. That's the name of the wash. So, but really great condition, really good style. And I'm hopeful this one will maybe be in the 75, 80 range. But I'll have to look it up and double check or, run comps. And before we get to some of the other fun stuff, I did just want to mention the sponsor of today's video, which is my absolute favorite. We all know it's Green Chef. All right, I'm really excited about the meal tonight because it's tacos and I love tacos. These are tilapia tacos with the cotija street corn. So I'm guessing there will be a side of the street corn. The tacos have cabbage and a really delicious chimichurri sauce. So I'm so excited. Let's get to cooking. So while I cook my dinner, I'm going to tell you a few of the reasons why I continue to love Green Chef year after year. And I did buy Green Chef on my own for a few months before they ever sponsored me. And I will continue to buy them even if they stop sponsoring me because they just bring me so much joy. They're so delicious. They're so easy. But the main reason I really love these meals is because Green Chef helps me eat clean and live a healthy lifestyle. And as many of you are self-employed, life can get so chaotic and stressful when you work for yourself. So having these meals makes things less stressful at dinner time. And for me, I often have leftovers for the next day, which is always a great thing. These meals are always packed with clean ingredients, and they help me build healthy eating habits with lots of veggies and variety. And they always have exciting flavors and unique ingredients, and they just have combinations that I personally would never think of, which is awesome. I also love the convenience of the pre-portioned ingredients and the pre-made sauces because I don't really want to waste too much food. So when you're ready to try Green Chef, you can use my code 60COMMONTAGS to get 60% off plus free shipping. So go to greenchef.com for more details. Big thank you to Green Chef for sponsoring today's video. I'm gonna chow down and we're gonna get back to the bins haul. All right, I was excited to see this only because it's like a fall color. It's anthro, but it's plus size. So it's kind of just like a perfect little triangle of timing, you know? So how adorable is this little top? Semi-sheer. So it's Pilcro in the letterpress, 1X. A newer tag of the Pilcro line. Actually, I have some Pilcro jeans in here as well. But absolutely adorable for October. So I can't wait to get this listed and so that someone can rock this with a cute pair of jeans and boots and maybe take some fall festive color or pictures. So with this, great size, perfect for the season. You know, hopefully I could maybe get 30, which I don't really say much for an anthro piece, but I just feel like I'm maybe going to list this at like 35 and you know, hope for it because it's so perfect, but you know, we'll see. All right. I had a couple brands in here of things that brands I didn't recognize. And I did a quick search. This is one of them, Pato Tapalmi. So hit or miss comps, but enough of them were in the 40 to 50 range that I thought, or more, that I thought it was worth picking up, especially at the bins, especially super lightweight. Again, I was trying to fill a bag. So I've got a wide assortment of bread and butter and stuff, but I was also still trying to pick up some decent stuff. And so I don't know how quickly this is going to sell. I don't know much information on it, but I do know that enough of them were pretty cute styles, and some of them were selling 40 to 50, some even more. So I'll hopefully find that style and be able to price accordingly. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cute, and I love picking up new brands. And here's another new brand, which I had to look up. It looks like it's one of those where it's like, could be fancy. Bruno Manetti. I like the style. It is a little dress. I am partial to classics with black and white. It has the same little striped on the hem. And I don't know if this is going to fit on the mannequin, but I hope so, because I think it'll really photograph a lot better on the mannequin. But it does say made in Italy, and that does not mean much for me, but it's a sign like, okay, I'll look it up. It's a classic style. It's a Bruno that I've never heard of. And the material tag doesn't scream anything like super fancy, but this is one there's enough solds that are above $50 where I'm like, okay, I feel like it's worth picking up. Again, lightweight at the bins. And it looks like it's in good condition. But some of them were selling for $5. So like some were selling for, you know, $70, $80 items, not dresses like this, but like items. And some things were selling for $5. So usually when I see that, it leads me to believe it's not going to be a quick flip, that some of those $5, $10 sales are because people are just marking down the price quickly and they just want things to move. That's my guess when I see that happen. So I think that's one is going to be like sit tight for the right buyer, but I'm excited to try it and, you know, new brands. When you get to a place as a reseller where it's not as often that you pick up or even have to look up brands, it gets exciting to find new brands and just try new things. All right, this is a Free People top. I feel like I've picked up something similar to this before, but you know, sometimes Free People just starts all looking the same. It's extra small, but it's definitely a little bit more relaxed fit. So I'm sure this could fit for a small as well. Absolutely adorable. I don't know if there's any flaws on this. You know, when you're digging, I don't even really inspect too much of the bins anymore. So hopefully that doesn't have any flaws because I think it's a pretty cute fall item as well. All right. I got 2 of these. I passed on this one first. I saw it in a bin, and it's Sundance. And I do like picking up Sundance occasionally. But I wasn't like, it's cute. Don't get me wrong. I would wear this probably with a pair of jeans and a pair of boots. But it's a size extra small. And I was like, I don't know. It's not like the most thrilling. But then I found another Sundance size extra small. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to put them together. I feel like someone would wear these, and probably the same owner donated them. They were in 2 different bins right next to each other. So probably just got thrown around, but the same donor. So they're both Sundance. Robert Redford, is that his? This one's pretty cute. Got some ruffles. I think this is kind of a really nice, you can wear this, fall, spring, summer easily. And then this one is just a little more neutral. Button front also has a little bit of, what is that? Where it's like the tuxedo shirts, that little accent. Anyways, if I combine the 2, maybe list it at 30, get 20 to 25, maybe list at 35, hope for 25, 30. I'll have to look up comps, but because it's a smaller size, it's not that I'm opposed to smaller sizes, but yeah, we'll see. All right, here is a Meadow Rue. This is a really adorable little dress. So Meadow Rue Anthropology. Someone recently asked in a comment, how do you know if things are Anthropology? Oh, girl, there are ways that you can maybe know. I mean, everyone always talks about 66170, which is the RN number. Let's see if this one should have it, because this is one of their house brands. But if you look at the material tag and it has 66170, which should be up here near the top, that is a sign that it's either Anthropology, Free People, or Urban Outfitters. Now this one, for example, says on the back of that same tag, imported by Anthropology, 24 Marketplace, 3rd floor, London, UK. These are the easiest ones to spot because not only is it 66170, but you also know it's Anthropology, not Free People or Urban Outfitters. And this, I don't know if they even carry this brand anymore. This has just been a brand I've picked up for over 5 years. So it just, you just learn them over time. There are plenty of brands that do not have 66170 that have been sold at Anthropology. Maybe not that item, but the brand has been sold. And they do have a brand list online. So if it's a more recent item, you can go to anthropology.com/brands or something like that, or just type Google Anthropology brands and go to anthropology.com's website where they actually have an updated list of brands. Now, again, if it's an older brand that they no longer carry, it might not be on that list anymore, but it may have been sold at Anthropology. So it's just one of those that I will say one of the biggest mistakes I made as a newer reseller was going and typing in like Meadow Rue and then seeing someone say in their listing, like someone else's listing, oh, this is Anthropology. And then I mistakenly put it as Anthropology without doing my due diligence. And then come to find out it's not an Anthropology brand. I see that more often than not. And I don't think people intend to like lie about it. I think just a lot of people do that. Oh, it's cute. It kind of has an anthro vibe. And then they see someone else that writes it. But it doesn't necessarily have to have 66170 to be Anthropology. And if it's 66170 RN, it could also be Free People or Urban Outfitters, also not Anthropology. So I don't know. I mean, it comes with practice. I don't experience. And some people are, more curious about the updated stuff. And I don't know. But all right, Meadow Rue. This is size 4, absolutely adorable little dress. That's my little tangent. Only because I saw that question recently and I don't even know if I responded to her. I think I did respond to her very quickly. And it was a quick response because I'm not going to type out a novel because it's a complicated answer. But for the most part, that's going to be your safest tag. When you see 66170, you flip it and it says for Anthropology. Outside of that, there's a little bit of guesswork, knowledge, and due diligence. All right, this is a strange item. Strange in like style, strange. I don't know. You can tell me your thoughts below on what you think of these pants. So these are Rag & Bone, size small. Elastic waist. Do you see what I see? These are like the cartoon-ish, like the really cheap looking, if you're at this, like a gas station and they're selling some cheap jeans on the side of the road. Have you ever seen one of those? I have, where they've got like mannequins out. Anyways, and they're supposed to look like jeans, but they're like jeggings. And so they have this like very fake look. Well, this is Rag & Bone with that same fake look. Now, I think these are so comfortable. Elastic waist, lots of stretch. These actually have a wide leg, raw hem, probably a crop style. I think someone could rock this and make this super trendy, but it just throws me off because it's basically like sweatpants. They are sweatpants. I mean, that is what they are. They are not denim. They're sweatpants that are made to look like fake jeans. Someone can rock that. That's not me. Someone else. Now this might be for me. I'm not gonna lie. So it's Girlfriend Collective. It's a skirt. I have been keeping my eye out for a skirt, a little black skirt. I used to play tennis, and so I have fond memories of, all the little tiny tennis briefs that we used to wear and the little cute skirts, and that was a lot of my childhood. But these have the little shorts underneath. This might be my new favorite thing to wear around the house because it looks comfortable. Girlfriend Collective. Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. I am sure, just based off of size, that this will be fine and comfortable. So I'm very excited. So if these aren't listed, they're in my closet, and that's probably where they're going to be. I don't know. I mean, I haven't worn that style in such a long time, and I know skirts were really big this summer, and we're kind of at the end of summer, but I'm going to jump on the bandwagon. Never too late, whatever. All right, cycling. Would it be a haul of mine without something cycling? I actually don't pick up that much cycling stuff anymore. Now, a bib, I do like picking up bibs if they're in good condition. This is not my favorite cycling brand, and so I did look this up because this is a more affordable cycling brand, which is Specialized. They have their own stores. You've probably seen Specialized bikes, but they also have clothing and all sorts of stuff. And it's not that it's bad, but it's just not one of the upscale cycling brands that I would get excited about. But these are a pair of bibs, and bibs are awesome. And I don't know why they're called bibs, but they've got the chamois, which is the padding underneath. I always, when I buy any pair of bike shorts or chamois of any type, so in bibs or shorts or tri stuff, I will always look. And if you don't know, now you know, cyclists do not wear underwear. You don't want any additional friction while you're riding, possibly 100 plus miles. So I always look there. And if it's been washed a lot and if it's been well loved, it's an absolute no for me. These don't even look like they've been worn. So anyways, I did look up Specialized bibs, and actually quite a few of them are going around the 50 mark, 50 plus. So these are in really great condition. They do have, this is when you're riding, you have a little reflection for cars, which is a safety thing. So I'm excited about those. I don't find a lot of bibs that I want to pick up. And yeah. All right, here's the other Pilcro item, and this is also a newer Pilcro tag. This is actually a really great style too. It's the Slim Boyfriend. So size 29. I picked it up partly because it was a good size, not too small, a good style, especially for fall. A little bit of distressing, just comfy, casual is what it looks like. And Pilcro is not my favorite Anthropology brand by any means, but if I like the style, I'll pick it up. And, the Pilcro top going into fall is perfect. These going into fall is perfect. So I thought those were a great style. And when you start to learn certain tags are newer tags, then it's a more recent item, which also makes it good. All right, this is a Free People jacket. And a lot of these were in picked over bins. Like I was in a couple new bins, but I was striking out in the new bins. A lot of this was the picked over bins, I'd just like to say. So denim jacket. It's got the like fake sweatshirt look. Some of these can do really well. This is the metal tag, extra small. So I will look up this exact style. I just sold a jacket with kind of a sweatshirt accent, I think. And that one sold for like 50, but that style, or 50 or 60, but that style does really well. So some of these denim Free People jackets, especially if there's like an exposed sweatshirt, can do well. So I'm hoping maybe that'll be in the 40, 50 range. All right, marine layer. I do like picking up some marine layer. This is a men's just pullover. This is large. Interesting thing about marine layer, because I've made this mistake or learned through someone telling me. So marine layer has a size, I think it's just for men. I could be wrong, but I have only seen it for men's items, where it doesn't say large, it says marge. And the first time I saw it, I was like, well, that's a typo. No, it's a size in between medium and large called marge. And so it will be written just like the large, but just an M in the front. And it's a less common size, obviously, but it does have people looking for it. Now, I don't know how, because that's not really a size. So this is something that I was thinking about the other day. I went to go look up comps for something, and it was a one size fits most thing. And I was seeing all these people put one size, and I've learned, and I don't even think I've corrected all my listings, because I'm sure I have some one size fits most in my closet and store. But I've learned that if I'm a size large and I'm looking for something like, black dress size large on eBay or Poshmark, if it's a one size fits most item that would best fit a size large, that's not going to pop up when I filter by my size. So if it's a one size fits most item, I typically will write in the description, write in the title that it's one size fits most, but under the listing that can be filtered by, I will pick a size that it most closely makes sense for. So, and I will go larger, the better. So like, just the other day, it was a Lucky Brand, like cute little one size fits most little sweater. I think that was in a previous video. And I thought it was adorable. It will easily fit a large. Even though it's one size fits most, I decided to put it under size large. So that way it's going to be easily filtered for the right people. But I always describe, this is one size fits most. The mannequin is a US size 6, modern sizing, whatever. It fits me, I'm a size large. So I try and paint a picture for them. And then I obviously put measurements, but I try not to put anything under one size anymore, because I don't think many people filter for one size. Maybe some people do. I don't know. Do you ever filter by one size? I never do. I always filter by my typical sizes. And sizing for women is so ridiculous anyways. Like we're all like 50 sizes anyways. So anyways, marine layer, marge, I would probably put under medium. I would probably put under medium, because it's in between medium and large, and that way it just is a little bit larger than whatever. That's how I would probably do it. This is not marge, this is just regular large, but the more you know. All right, this is an adorable little silk tank, and it is, I'm excited to put it on the mannequin, because I feel like I'm not gonna do it. I mean, it's just a deep V on the front, but this is IRO. Pretty pricey brand. Whoops. And the 36 is probably, I can't remember, but I will translate it to US sizing. But it's pretty cute. It's got like a tie, I think, on the back where it would go on the back of the neck. And then, like I said, it's kind of a deep V on the front. There's some strings, so I'm going to have to finagle this, make sure all the strings are making sense. But I think it's an absolutely beautiful print, easy to layer under like a little bomber jacket for fall. So I don't really think of that as just a winter item or a summer item. I think it's all seasons. All right, I got a couple bikinis, and to be honest, one I didn't have to look up. I knew I was gonna grab it. I knew it had some value. The other one, I had never heard of the brand, but it was right next to it. And I was like, well, whatever. It's light. It looked like it was in good condition. I like the style. This one's not as valuable as this one, but I still grabbed it. All right, so this is for Love and Lemons Swim. And some of the bikini sets, pre-owned, sell for $50 to $100. I did not look up this exact one. I didn't look this up at all, but how absolutely adorable is the print? I'm gonna have to figure out these straps. I'll do it. But the bottoms are cute too. What size is this? Medium, size medium. Absolutely adorable, kind of strappy. What is going on here? Okay, straps. Absolutely adorable. I used to pick up singles in bikinis and then I stopped doing that. It always will sell better if it's a set, in my opinion. So this one, I haven't looked up the style, but I'm hopeful for somewhere between 50 to 100. And, bikinis, good brands do retail for much more. All right, this one is GGC bikinis. Again, had never heard of it. Oh no, oh no. I picked up 2 tops. Well, I'm selling 2 tops together. Oh man. I thought one was I thought one was a bikini bottom. And are they the same size? Can I at least, okay, this is a size large and medium. So they're not even the same size. Oh, that's a bummer. All right. Well, I will sell these individually. They're not worth that much. I thought I had a set. Clearly, I was not paying attention. I'll see if these are worth listing. One is just like a little strapless. And then one is more of a triangle bikini. So I'll see if those are worth listing. If not, I can redonate them. It's not a big deal. But I should spend more time looking things up. All right, here's a torrid top. This doesn't scream fall. It really screams spring, but it's so lightweight. It's a little button front shirt. I thought, how adorable. I feel like with a really nice, cozy fall cardigan, like a brown or, a mustard, I feel like this could be a really nice little pop under that for fall. And, Torrid is not my favorite brand. It doesn't retail for much. It hasn't been as easy to sell for me recently, but I still pick it up. And occasionally, this is like super lightweight, and I know someone will look cute in it, and that makes me happy. All right, a couple more things. This I am tempted to try on. Oh no. Courtney, why? I mean, I don't know what to say other than I was zoning out. Okay, so this is Hudson, which I don't typically pick up a lot of Hudson jeans, but this is the Natalie ankle mid-rise and size 31. Lots of stretch. I have some favorite gray pairs of jeans that I wear all the time. So I was like, oh, I can try them on and maybe keep them or wear them a few times. But I'm just noticing that right here, if you pull, there's a hole. So that's unfortunate. I wouldn't have picked these up if they weren't my size, because I picked them up mostly thinking I could try them on. But that's, I used to be very thorough when I would go to the bins and inspect things. But these days it's just survival, like if I in and out. That's my bin strategy. All right, some Eileen Fisher, absolutely adorable sweater. I feel like this is giving Jenny Kane vibes, not a specific Jenny Kane style per se, but just the vibe of Jenny Kane, the neutrals. So there is some light pilling, which is typical with, this kind of wool material, but it's a size medium. I think this will look good on the mannequin, and I love myself some Eileen. All right. Again, I was trying to fill a bag. This one, Blank NYC, size 31. And this was another one where I was like, I could just try them on. And I own a couple pairs of Blink NYC shorts, and I wear them pretty often just around the house. And, I know we're not in summer anymore, but little cutoff shorts, but on the back of one leg, there's just this little black patch. And I was like, well, I'll try them on. They're not they're not the one I already own. So I don't know what style this is, but I'll try them on. And if I like them, easy to pair with like a black tee, and I can wear it for next summer. So, and if not, I'll sell it and get $20, maybe. All right, because that's not something I would have picked up unless it were something I was going to think about getting. All right, this is the last item. This is Mason Scotch. This is Scotch and Soda, which is a pretty expensive brand, hit or miss comps. So I don't pick it up all the time that I see it. I see it fairly regularly, but this is a pretty adorable dress. Now, I feel like there's going to be a spot, but it's absolutely adorable. Just a little blue shift dress with these cute little pocket accents. Yeah, they're actual pockets, which we love. I don't know what this tag is, New Friends. I'm guessing just one of their lines, but it's a size 1, but they have vanity sizing. So I think the 1 is a small. I think a 2 is medium, one of those brands. But it's polyester. It's nothing super fancy. If it doesn't have any stains, I just thought it was pretty cute. A nice little pop of blue and super lightweight. So that is my bins haul. I had a couple misses. I don't think these are going to be worth listing, but I am really excited about a few of these pops. And overall, it was just really good to be back at the bins. I will insert some footage right now since I was going to talk about the bins. This was from the day I was there. Just again, I didn't even do horizontal footage. It's just a quick video that I sent someone. And everyone always asks like, oh, I'm coming to LA, where should I go or what bin should I go? So this one is the one at Atwater Village. It's on San Fernando Road. I call it the Glendale bins. It's not technically in Glendale, but it's very close to Glendale. And it's the biggest location of bins size-wise, but they do not have hard goods. They have some books, they have some shoes, but mostly it's clothing. And I don't think it's better than the others. I just think a lot of people prefer it for many reasons. It's super central. So let's say you're going to Hollywood. It's going to be one of the easiest ones to get to from Hollywood. And if you sell clothing, it's going to be the most bang for your buck as far as like the sheer number of bins they have there. I've found some incredible stuff at other bins locations. So for me, I don't think that is the end all be all bins, but because size wise, you can go move through things quicker. So that one I would say, proximity wise, always just where are you going? If you're coming into LA and you're going to Disneyland, which is like a common touristy thing to do, this bins is not at all close to there. So there's an Orange County bins, I think Santa Ana, which is not part of Goodwill SoCal. It's a different Goodwill system. But they have a small bins location that's going to be super close to Anaheim and super close to there. So that would make more sense to go to if you're going to Disneyland. If you're going to Hollywood, this one might make sense. Panorama City, it's in the Valley. That one's not going to be too far off, but it's a smaller setting and just a different vibe. So, I think Panorama City and this one, Atwater Village, and then San Bernardino are the 3 Goodwill bins locations that are part of Goodwill SoCal. But that's not all of Southern California. That's just one part of Southern California. San Bernardino, really interesting vibe there. If you're out that direction, it's a hike. I actually met up with Bob Bies there because she was out in, I think, San Diego when she was visiting a while ago. And I met up with her because that logically made sense as the easiest bins between the two of us. Because she would have had to go through a nightmare of traffic to get to any of the other bins locations. So I feel like when people ask, oh, I'm coming to LA, which bins location should I go to? It really depends on where you're going. Are you going to be in San Diego? That's 4 hours from any of this. So not 4 hours, sorry. That's a couple hours from any of this. It's 4 hours from me. So it wouldn't make sense to try and go to an LA bins if you're down in San Diego. I think a lot of people that don't visit California very often don't realize just the sheer scale of how big the state is. So San Diego has a couple, at least 2, maybe 3 outlets, Goodwill outlets. That's how I would Google it. Just type in Los Angeles or Southern California Goodwill outlets, and you should be able to pull some lists. There's one in Long Beach, although someone told me that one changed to just auction only, or now it's back to, but sometimes they do auctions. So Long Beach I haven't been to in years. So I can't speak on that one these days. Santa Ana is pretty small. That one's part of the Orange County Goodwill system. And there's one in Oxnard, which is on the way towards Santa Barbara. So, the 3 main LA ones are San Bernardino, Panorama City, and the Atwater Village, aka what I would call Glendale. And, I don't think I've had really good days and really bad days at all of them. This one just happens to be pretty much the closest to me. Like from door to door, it's exactly 2 hours. Like my Luna's old doggy daycare used to be by the Glendale or Atwater Village bins. They also have a regular Goodwill store right next door to it. So if you're like striking out the bins, you can go pop over to the store and see if you can maybe pick up some stuff at regular thrift store prices. But I think centrally located is probably what makes that one of the more desirable ones. But, I think the bins as a whole, it's not for everyone. I took 6 months off, partly because the puppy, partly because it's just been a little chaotic with real estate and stuff, and dog sitter and, you know, all of that. But I personally just, I love the bins. Always have, always will. I get definitely times where just certain days where I just can't deal with it. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the right headspace. And I think that while there can be some craziness and people will always talk about, oh, did you hear about this crazy story? And most days are just totally normal. You're just in your own zone. And that's always been, I've always advocated for people to just not go off of the crazy stories, not be super scared. Now, other areas I'm not going to speak to. I don't go to Goodwill outlets outside of Southern California. But in my experience, the majority of the time I go, there's no fights, there's no craziness. Like, yes, those days happen, but it's not that big of a deal. And, you know, some people talk about, oh, the bins has gotten so crazy. I don't know. The bins have always been crazy here. So I don't feel like it's any crazier. And I feel like, yes, there are always new resellers coming on to the market, but there's also resellers dropping off every day because they're just burnt out and tired, and it's hard work. And, you know, it's hard work and hard to stay consistent. So I'm an advocate for the bins. If you're burnt out on it, take a few months off, because that it was just so fun to be back after not being there for so long. And I hope to go back soon. And I know I just talked about why I hadn't been to the bins in a recent chatty work with me. And part of it is I'm not trying to pick up the sheer volume, but today was just a day, not today, but this day was just a day where I just wanted to bring in a bag. I wanted to fill it up, and I wanted to just be back in that zone, because it's different than thrift stores, in my opinion. So that's it. Be sure to hit the thumbs up if you like this. If you want to see another bins haul, be sure to hit the thumbs up, and I'll go back soon. I can't really get too much footage inside because, again, I have gotten in trouble for that, but I will try and maybe get little inserts every once in a while just to pop up. But that's it. Be sure to check out Green Chef. Love them. Hit thumbs up. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Guys, come here. I know. Soren, he's bigger than you.